Join me as I dive into my biggest failure yet and reveal the surprising lessons I learned along the way. I've always been someone who's afraid of failure, afraid of not being good enough, afraid of what others will think. But the truth is, failure is an inevitable part of growth, and it's something that we all have to face at some point or another. Today, I want to share with you my journey, my struggles, and my discoveries from a recent failure. It's funny because when we fail, we often feel like we're the only ones who have ever experienced it. We feel like we're broken, like we're not good enough, like we're not worthy. But the truth is, failure is a universal language that we all speak. We've all been there, we've all experienced it, and we've all come out the other side. As I reflect on my own journey, I realize that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. It's a stepping stone, a learning curve, a chance to grow and to become better. I want to share with you how I've come to realize this, how I've learned to embrace failure, and how I've grown as a result. Moving on to the challenge that led to my failure. I've always been passionate about creating content that inspires and educates. I've always wanted to make a difference in people's lives, to leave a lasting impact. And so I set out to create a course that would teach people the skills they need to succeed in their own lives. I spent months planning, preparing, and creating. I poured my heart and soul into this course, and I was convinced that it was going to be a game changer. I was convinced that it was going to help people, that it was going to inspire them, that it was going to make a difference. But as I started to launch the course, things didn't quite go as planned. The sales weren't what I expected, the engagement wasn't what I hoped for, and the feedback was, well, let's just say it was brutal. People were telling me that the course was too basic, that it was too confusing, that it wasn't what they expected. At first, I was devastated. I felt like I had let everyone down, including myself. I felt like I had failed, like I wasn't good enough, like I wasn't worthy. I started to question my abilities, my passions, my purpose. I started to wonder if I was just deluding myself, if I was just pretending to be something I'm not. But as I sat there, feeling sorry for myself, something inside of me clicked. I realized that I had a choice to make. I could let this failure define me, or I could use it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become better. I started to reflect on the course, on what I had created, on what I had learned. I started to see the flaws, the mistakes, the areas for improvement. I realized that it wasn't a failure at all. It was a stepping stone, a chance to learn, a chance to grow. I started to think about the people who had given me feedback, about the people who had taken the time to tell me what they didn't like. I realized that they weren't trying to hurt me, they were trying to help me. They were trying to make me better, to push me to be more, to inspire me, to create something truly remarkable. As I reflected on the course, on the feedback, on the lessons I had learned, something amazing happened. I started to feel a sense of liberation, a sense of freedom. I started to feel like I could create again, like I could try again, like I could be better. I realized that failure is not the end, it's just the beginning. It's a chance to start again, to try again, to be better. And that's exactly what I did. I took the lessons I had learned and I started to create again. I started to create something new, something better, something that would truly make a difference. As I look back on that experience, I realized that it was a pivotal moment in my life. It was a moment when I could have given up, when I could have let failure define me. But instead, I chose to use it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become better. It was a moment when I realized that failure is not something to be feared. It's something to be embraced. It's a chance to learn, to grow, and to become better. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today. The moment of realization, the moment of breakthrough, it came when I realized that failure is not about being good or bad, it's about being brave. It's about being brave enough to try, to risk, to fail. It's about being brave enough to learn, to grow, and to become better. It's about realizing that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. It's a stepping stone, a learning curve, a chance to grow and to become better. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today. What did I learn from this experience? I learned that it's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to not be perfect.